Okay. What's good, brother Josh?
What's up with you, Isaiah?
I had a question about like not really working on the Sabbath, but like activities like you would do that like for example, like if you used to like work out or like exercise, or you want to do like some house cleaning or something like that. Would that still be like a sin, or is working on the Sabbath like you're not supposed to
Let's see. It
do a
says
job
it
on
says
this?
we're not supposed to work on the Sabbath, and you're asking me, should
Yeah.
you work out on the Sabbath? And it says don't work on the Sabbath. And you're asking me, is it okay for you to do housework on the Sabbath when it says don't work on the Sabbath? If it has work in the name and the word Lord's is not in front of it, you don't supposed to be doing
Okay.
it. If it's the Lord's work, you can do it. But if you ain't got the word Lord's in front of that word work, you don't supposed to be doing that, bro.
Okay. So like I was kind of like rearranging my room last night, and I didn't know if that was like a sin or anything.
Nah, I mean, they could have waited. You follow what I'm saying? They could have waited. Like it's certain stuff that it could have waited. I know some people are in situations where some stuff can't be avoided, but if it can be avoided, just hold off, wait. You know what I mean? That's all you gotta do. I don't work out
Okay,
on the Sabbath because the word work is literally in the title. I don't do home work on the Sabbath. Right there in the title. It's gonna be kind of
okay,
hard. It's gonna be kind of hard to argue that one on Judgment Day, ain't it? I didn't know I was supposed to work. I wasn't supposed to work out on the Sabbath. You didn't know you was not supposed to work out on the day that I said do no work. That's gonna that's gonna be a hard one to argue right there. You feel me? Right there in the name.
okay. Yeah, when you put it like that, it's okay. Yeah, I got another question about like are we like how we okay? So I was eating some like it was like this oven meal or like a frozen dinner. It had like chicken fat in the ingredients. I know chicken itself is a clean animal, but I'm pretty sure the Bible says like we can't eat fat.
It was
I
about the
was
priests.
wondering,
The priests when they made sacrifices. That's what that was talking about. One talking
like the
about it
priest can't eat fat.
when they were making sacrifice. It was telling them to remove the fat. Go back and read it.
Okay, let me pull this up.
You remember that verse? It's probably in Leviticus somewhere. Matter of fact, I know it's in
Okay,
Leviticus. You can do it. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can't say the word fat though, bro, because that's offensive. You got to call it something else. That's Leviticus 3. I'll help you out. 16 and 17.
36. Okay, thank you. Want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. And the priest shall burn them on the altar as a food offering with a pleasing aroma. All fat is the Lord's. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwelling places, that you eat neither fat nor blood.
Now, when it says all the fat is the Lord's, in what sense was the fat the Lord's? In the form of the sacrificial ritual, because they burned the fat as an offering to God. So that's talking about in the context of sacrifices. Now, me personally, I don't eat fat because I think it's disgusting and it's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's not for
Yeah,
the most part. You know what I'm saying? But that's what that was talking about.
because
That's what you were reading. That's what it means
I
when it
was
say the
eating
fat.
some like
Yeah, you were good, bro.
I would eat some chicken like a couple of days ago, and the skin has some fat in it. That's,
Yeah,
that chicken skin be good, man.
yeah, it be smashing. I know, but they didn't have anything to do with what you were doing. I was talking about in the sacrifice when it says the fat is the Lord's. That meant they would actually burn the fat on the altar as an offering to God. That's what they was talking about in the form of a sacrifice. And everywhere you read about it, it's going to be talking about in the form of sacrifice.
Okay, and blood, is that the same thing, or like we can't eat blood?
Now there are other places where it tells you in general you couldn't eat blood. It tells you that in the book of Genesis as soon as they got off the ark. So that was an in general thing.
Okay, yeah,
You follow what I'm saying?
yeah. I was thinking about that. I was just making sure.
Is being fat considered
Well,
gluttony? If you got fat from being a glutton, then yeah. But being fat itself is not considered glutton. I'm answering the question in the chat. It's not considered being a glutton, just being fat in itself. Some people born fat. That don't mean they eat a lot. That's a stereotype, by the way. Gonna assume that somebody, even though, to be fair, cadet, um, most people, not everybody, but most people who are fat, it is a result of their bad eating habits and their lack of exercising. For most people, I don't do extremes. If you walking around here fat, it's because you ain't eating right and you're not working out. That's just a fact for most of us. I know some people got thyroid issues and health issues, but most of y'all just fat because you choose to be fat, and that's a fact. Any, anything else, Isaiah?
um, I mean, nothing serious.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to Mr. 223 spitting. I'll bring you back up, Isaiah,
All right,
if you got any questions.
all right, all right.
223 spitting.
All right.